Hi, Filter here. I'm calling this video, as you can see from the title, the Orville Identity Part 2, The Aftermath. There's a reason why I wanted to bring this up. Because when you look at this episode, I mean, in and of itself, it was spectacular. We had a space battle worthy of space battles, you know. We're talking Wolf 359 on crack, all right? But one of the things which dawned on me pertaining to the character of Isaac is, let's be honest, he is now going to be the sole Kalon on this vessel. Now, I'm willing to bet that half the crew is going to look at him as, hey, well, he did save the crew and all this other stuff, but they cannot but not help but think that he is the enemy. I mean, sure, they were able to stave off the Kalon invasion fleet with the help of the Krill, and I'll get to that later. But when you think about it, I was kind of thinking about this yesterday. I was reminded of stories and incidences after the bombing of Pearl Harbor and after World War II, where you had not just the Japanese Americans who were looked at sideways, but even German Americans who were looked at sideways, and a few Italian Americans at that time too. And I can even go back further to World War One, in which a lot of German Americans they went full throttle patriotic for America, or they anglicized their name. Thus, you find out why one of the reasons, and this is interesting, not to get political, but you find out that this is one of the reasons why Donald Trump's grandfather changed his name from Trump to Trump, because of World War One. it's not that hard. It's just one of those things that happened. Thank you, Woodrow Wilson. But you have to look at the fact that here is Isaac. Now, any new crew members that show up on that ship are going to look at him as the enemy, working with the enemy. They're not going to feel all that great about having him around, considering any new crew members or current crew members are going to think, wait a minute, we lost friends on this ship. I mean, if you remember, I counted they said what, 32 ships disabled or destroyed, and then you saw like even more ships, and I think there was about maybe another 20, 30 ships that got trashed, destroyed, from the small, mid, and the heavy cruisers. And I just kept thinking, yeah, you're going to have a problem with that. This also might lead to Isaac shedding his form. I would not be surprised if they do that, where he gets a more human appearance, as a sort of shedding off of that bit of Kalon heritage, if you want to call it that. I would not be surprised if that's like in the works. And as for the Krill, again, there's fallout from that. Now, the Krill are going to have to reevaluate what they're doing with their belief systems and how they're going to, go charging into relations with other species. And there just might be something in their Book of Avis that might help explain it. There was a passage in there that was constantly overlooked, but then they're going to find it, and then they're going to realize, hey, maybe humans aren't that bad, or maybe something is. And I get the funny feeling the music that Ed gave. Oh, geez, what is her name? Well, the Krill he was dating. I think that might come into play. It just might come into play. But like I said, I just wanted to talk about the aftermath of what it might happen. And again, anybody who's a student of history knows about this stuff. You probably have grandfathers or grandmothers who could tell you that how people reacted after World War II, or even after the Korean War. Heck, even after the Vietnam War, how people look sideways at somebody from that area. So I just thought I'd put that out there. Uh, oh, I'd like to, hold on, let me do this in the proper. I'm trying to do something. I want to thank some of the people who's recently subscribed to my channel. If I missed you guys' name, then I'm terribly sorry on that one. But let's get on with it. I'd like to thank Ruben Rodriguez Fuentes. I'd like to thank Adrian Dominguez for your comment. Yeah, it did seem like this episode was like a season finale. I'd like to thank Lady Nim, Dr. Zoom, oh, and Big SB, Big DB, Big DSB. He said big. I'd like to thank Alex Benitez. And if I overlooked you, oh, and you car. I like, no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong guy. Um, well, I just thought I'd put that out there on that one. Let you guys know. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, I've been looking at this episode over and over, and I just keep coming to the point where there's going to be some serious fallout. And again, I would not be surprised if Isaac gets a more human form. And let's be honest, I'm pretty sure Mark Jackson, who plays him, who is a good-looking fella, let's be honest. I mean, if I were gay or a woman, I would be totally drooling over him. He's a good-looking cat. I mean, I would not be surprised if they do that, you know, and it would actually be a sort of, I can't say Data wanting to be human. I mean, Data wanting to be human was one thing, but I think for Isaac, it's probably going to be a more of a, I want nothing to do with these people. Sort of like anglicizing your name or changing your name to fit in. So, I just thought I'd put that out there. Nonetheless, good grief. Oh, hit the notification bell. Rate this video if you like. Please leave a comment below. Love to interact with you guys. And until then, I'm Filter. I'm out.